Welcome back. Brockville's own Mr. Entertainer is back after a short hiatus. And we're going to be able to go to an event, a rip-roaring event that's going to be happening here in Brockville. So let's talk with AJ Benoit about what he's up to. AJ, welcome to the program.
Well, it's good to be back again, Doreen. It's been, as you mentioned, quite some time since I've been here. I haven't really done a major show of any kind since October the 5th, 2019. That was the last show that I did, major show, along with my dear friend Mary Ross Comstock, who passed away. And after that, it was difficult for me to continue on, but Mary's wishes, when I told her I wasn't going to go on without her, her wish was that I continued to sing, and there's nothing in this world I wouldn't have done for Mary. So that was her wish, and so last September for the first show, September 23rd, was 2023 was for the Brockville Canadian Legion. It was to commemorate Legion Week.
Yes.
So that's the first show I've done. They've asked me again to come back and do another show, and I always try to support the Legion any way I can.
Right.
So the show that we put together that they've asked for, the person that's organizing it, Wayne McIsaac, who's from Deer Lake, Newfoundland, asked me if I'd do a Newfoundland show. And having been lived in Newfoundland and in Labrador as well, I certainly know all the things you need to do. And number one, when you're talking about Newfoundland, I needs to put on my Bayman's cap, the old sou'wester.
Yes, sir.
So on May the 25, right?
Yes.
We're going to have a whole afternoon from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock. And there's going to be all kinds of things going on. For the first two hours, from 3 to 5, we're going to have all kinds of traditional Newfoundland songs that I just loves to sing.
Okay.
All the ones I learned in Newfoundland. And of course, partway through, for all the mainlanders that show up at the show, there's going to be a screeched-in ceremony. And for all those mainlanders that might not know what a screeched-in ceremony is, it's their chance to become an honorary Newfoundlander.
Okay.
Which is a pretty high thing to have. It ranks right up there with the Governor General of Canada. So what they'll be doing is a short little ceremony, and they'll have a little shot of Newfoundland screech, of course, and then they have to kiss the cod.
Right.
And then they're going to get a certificate saying that they is an honorary Newfoundlander from that point on.
Whoa.
So that's part of the 2-hour segment, and there's going to be some stories too, all about Newfoundland.
Nice.
Now these stories are the ones that were passed down to me generation after generation after generation, dating back over 500 years.
Whoa.
Yes. Now, as we all know, sometimes from generation to generation, these stories, right, sometimes get a little twisted and maybe exaggerated a little bit, but I'm going to leave that up to the audience to decide whether or not these is believable or not, and whether there's any truth to them.
All right.
So that's part of the program from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Then, oh God, my mouth is watering just thinking about it. From 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock, there's going to be a traditional Newfoundland dinner. It's called Jig's Dinner. And for the mainlanders that may not know what that is, it's one of my all-time favorite dishes. Jig's Dinner is really, it's a traditional kind of a boil-up with all the lot of different root vegetables. They could be cabbage and turnip and onions and carrots and all those things, along with either salt beef or corned beef. It depends on where you go and what they're serving, but that's typically what the Jig's Dinner is.
All right.
And for a lot of those people that may not want to have the meat portion, there's going to be roast turkey as well. So something there to please everybody.
Okay.
But it's one of my all-time favorites, indeed.
Yeah. So, where is this taking place?
This is taking place at one of my favorite places here in Brockville, the Royal Canadian Legion on 180 Park Street. And tickets are now on sale. And they're going fast already.
I would
so
imagine.
It's May the 25th from 3 to 6. And you can get your tickets at the Brockville Legion. Just goes in up to the bar and you can purchase them right there. They're $30, okay? $30 per person. So
Very
that's for the dinner
reasonable.
and the show.
Yeah, very
3
reasonable.
hours of wonderful entertainment and all the wonderful Newfoundland, a lot of the wonderful Newfoundland songs, Eyes of Bills About. I mean, everybody knows that song. And then there's all the other ones like We'll Rant and We'll Roar, like True Newfoundlanders, which is, the original name's called the Ryans and the Pittmans. But that's how most people remember it as. And then there's going to be a couple of my favorites too. Let Me Fish Off Cape St. Mary. Oh, I love that song. And one of the great songs, which is an audience participation, is Where Be the Blackbird Too? And they get to join along and be part of the song as well. So I'm looking forward to it, along with my music partner, who's been a music partner of mine for about 15 years, Laura Anderson Brick.
Oh.
And she's, of course, plays traditional Newfoundland instrument, the accordion.
Okay.
So she's a wonderful accordionist. She's been to the Legion with me many times and with some other groups, too, out of Kingston. So I'm really excited to perform on stage again with my dear friend Laura.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be so exciting.
It is. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, I mean, for $30, where can you go for $30, have a delicious meal, entertainment, and maybe a little bit of either history or education thrown in there?
Whether it's be true or not.
I think I like it. I think it's neat.
Well, I think everyone's going to have over the past 50 years that I've been associated with the Legion, I don't ever remember, I could be wrong, but I don't ever remember having a Newfoundland celebration. There's been down east celebrations that celebrate a lot of the Maritimes and so on, but I don't ever remember a Newfoundland show.
Good.
Could be wrong, but not in my memory anyway.
Now, because it's a dinner, there's a dinner involved, should people be buying their tickets before such and such a date?
Yeah, that's right. I'm glad you brought that up.
Okay.
The old memory's not as sharp as it used to be. It's the 18th of May. In other words, 1 week before the show.
Right.
It needs to be, everyone needs to get their ticket by then so that the Legion can get all the proper food that they need and so on for all the people.
Yes,
right.
so they can have enough, which I'm sure, they always do anyway, but it's always great to have an idea of
it just
how many
helps
are
them out
coming.
a lot, that's
Well,
right.
it does with
So they
setting
don't
up
run
the-
out, and then again, so they don't have lots and lots and lots left over. Right?
Exactly. So is there anything else that you would like to tell our viewers about this celebration?
I think that pretty much covers it all, but it's going to be a great afternoon of entertainment. There's going to be laughter and songs and music, stories, and all those things I talked about. So, and it'll be great too. I'm sure all the Newfoundlanders in the area are looking forward to it as well. And it's going to be a great afternoon altogether.
I think it will be.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming in and sitting down with me and telling me about the Newfoundland Celebration.
My pleasure.
Okay, so there again, if you need a little translation, the event is taking place on Thursday, May 25th. So please do get your tickets. And
Saturday, May 25th.
Oh, I'm sorry, Saturday. Why did I say Thursday? I don't know. Oh, maybe because you have to have your tickets ahead of time. But anyway, make sure you get your tickets and please do. It's going to be fun, a lot of fun.